What I've been hearing the entire recess is people telling me to be strong, that they have a lot of concerns about the health care bill in the Senate. They want me to keep working on it, but they don't want me to support it in its current form.
That was Republican Senator Susan Collins yesterday taking part in a 4th of July parade in her home state of Maine. Republicans went back home for the holiday recess facing backlash amid uncertainty over their health care bill. Collins was only one of a handful of lawmakers that met with voters face-to-face, as many chose to skip public events altogether. Casey Hunt is still with us and joining the conversation, longtime radio talk show host, my friend and MSNBC political analyst Charlie Sykes. So, Charlie, what do you make of this? Republicans passed a bill in the House. They celebrated in the Rose Garden. The president called it mean. He's now leaning on the Senate Republicans to do the same thing. They're getting a lot of guff back home. What does this say about this moment as Republican conservative policymakers?
Well, there's not a lot of profiles and courage. It's more like that Monty Python skit, run away, because, and maybe they don't have a choice because what is it they're going to defend? They don't know what the bill is going to look like. I think the closer people look at this bill, the more questions they have about it. If you're a conservative, you're realizing it's sort of Obamacare light, except a little bit cheaper, a little bit crueler. And the uncertainty about the shape of the bill has got to freeze them. So when you go into a town hall meeting, and what is the case you make? You make the case that Obamacare is bad, but generally in politics, and you know this, Nicole, if you have an idea that you really think is good, why would you hide? Why wouldn't you be out there making the case? And it's not just that they're hiding from these town hall meetings. You'll notice that no one is making the case for this legislation. Nobody in social media, nobody in the conservative media, the White House is not talking about it, and that's a tell.
You know, when you said profiles encourage, I almost jumped out of my seat because when I saw Susan Collins, that's exactly what I thought about her. Yeah. She was forthright during the entire process. Casey was hunting her down on Capitol Hill, and she always stopped and talked.
She did.
She always stopped and talked to you. And I think she spoke to the point you just made so perfectly, that this is not a conservative solution for addressing the health care needs of Americans. Neither is it, you called it more cruel. I mean, what is there to sell? I mean, what is this bill? Charlie?
Well, that's the big question here. What is this bill? And the fact is, it's not really a health care bill. Right. You know, what's driving it are two things. Number one is getting a win, saying we fulfilled our promise, and number two, you know, setting the stage for a massive tax cut for the rich. You know, and as a conservative who has argued for years that conservatives were not talking about cutting the safety net in order to give rich people tax cuts, what do? They actually come up with a caricature of what would be a Republican health care bill. So I certainly can understand why, if you're a senator, you don't want to stand up and basically explain, yes, let's slash Medicare. Let's come up with something that is going to disadvantage low middle income people at a time when they're very distressed, so that we can give a massive tax cut to the wealthy. That is not an easy sell, and obviously that's reflected in the polls as well.
Casey, what do you make of sort of Charlie's point that this is neither conservative nor is it a health care solution? I mean, what is the marketing job for a bill that is really, what is it?
Well, I think that's exactly what the leadership have been struggling to try to explain, because it is remarkable what people on either ends of the Republican conference are saying. You have people like Susan Collins who are essentially saying this would devastate poor people in my state and I'm not going to do it. And you have people like Rand Paul who are saying this doesn't repeal Obamacare. So if those two things are both true, it's very hard to see the point of this legislation. And look, I think that, you know, my sense is there's a little bit of coordination on how to approach this town hall period. I mean, this is, to a certain extent, so far has prevented difficult pictures or video of, you know, lots of lawmakers attacking the bill. I think, you know, you see some of those pictures there from the House round. There are some people who are doing modified public things. Rob Portman is going to do an availability with the press tomorrow, but he's going to do a controlled event. But I do think
Charlie said it, profile encouraged.
Exactly. I think that they want one more shot to try to do this before it's completely shot down by the public. And I think McConnell knows that if it was out there and took heat for this entire week, it's very possible the momentum would swing completely against him and they wouldn't get a second shot.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.